welcome you watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Monli Sarumbai bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. The International Congress of Salesian Works and Social Services closed on Sunday, October 2nd in Turin. After 5 intense days of work, the activities reached their climax with a closing address by the General Counsellor for Youth Ministry, Father Miguel Angel Garcia Murquende. The work of the International Congress continued on Saturday, October 1st, maintaining the usual layout already used on the previous 2 days. In the morning, the meditative journey closed on the episode of the resurrection of the son of the widow of Nain. By raising the young man from the dead, the family is restored, re-establishing the bonds of communication between mother and son. This is the great miracle of this resurrection story, the presence of a God who accompanies his people, who restores hope and life to people, who generates unity in families and society. As a Salesian congregation, we are daily witnesses of how Jesus continues to resurrect thousands of young people and families, were some of the insights offered by the two guides of the Lectio Divina, Father Rafael Bejarano, reference person for social works within the Youth Ministry Department, and coordinator of the Congress, and Mr. Javier Corrabo Rodriguez, a specialist in communication and identity and linked to the Salesian environment. Artemide Zatti's professional profile, which began with a promise, was rooted in his trust in providence and developed once he recovered from illness. The phrase, "I believed, I promised, I was healed," the motto of his canonization, shows the total dedication Zatti had for his sick brothers and sisters, the poorest and neediest. He carried out this commitment daily until his death in the San Jose Hospital, founded by the first Salesians to arrive in Patagonia, and they reiterated it during each and every home visit, urgent or otherwise, that he made to the sick who needed him. On his bicycle in his administrator's office in the operating room, the courtyard during recreation with his poor relatives, in the hospital wards he visited every day, he was always a nurse, a holy nurse dedicated to healing and relieving, bringing the best medicine, the cheerful and optimistic presence of empathy. On October 1st, at the shrine of Our Lady of Fatima in San Vittorino Romano, the diocesan face of the cause of beatification and canonization of the servant of God, Monsignor Giuseppe Cognata, founder of the Salesian Oblates of the Sacred Heart SOSC, concluded. After the Eucharistic celebration in honor of Saint Therese of the Child Jesus, in which the enduring relevance of the figures of the patron saint of the missions and the Salesian servant of God was emphasized. Monsignor Moro Pramegiani, Bishop of Tivoli and Palestrina, presided over the last session of the diocesan inquiry into the cause of Monsignor Cognata. Father Pierluigi Cameroni, Postulator General of the Causes of Saints of the Salesian family, presented the work carried out since December 12, 2020, the day of the opening of the diocesan phase, by the Diocesan Tribunal, the Theological Censors and the Historical Commission. The folders with more than 4,000 pages of testimonies and documents were presented. Last Friday, September 30, 2022, with the celebration of the Eucharist presided over by the Rector Major of the Salesians and Father and Center of Unity of the Salesian family, Father Angel Fernandez Artime, the International Conference Contribution of the FMA to Education 1872 to 2022. Paths, Challenges and Perspectives concluded in Rome. It was organized by the Pontifical Faculty of Educational Sciences Auxilium on the occasion of the 150th founding of the Institute of Daughters of Mary Help of Christians, FMA. Combining remembrance with a renewed commitment to the future, the event intertwined several registers, historical, which highlighted the commitment to the education of generations of educators, female and male, who on the 5 continents have been capable of accompanying young people, pedagogical, in which highly topical questions were raised about what formation required to guarantee to remain equal to the needs of youth. Finally, the experiential horizon, with the presentation of 2 exploratory research papers that respectively investigated the experience of the FMA in 150 years of history and how today some nuclei of the preventive system are conceived and applied by the FMA and lay collaborators in educating communities. On September 25th, the youth of the Salesian Missionary Group in Kinshasa organized a time of formation through 2 major conferences at the Gombe Don Bosco IG2 Institute. The day began with a mass presided over by Father Christian Bella Bakeba and concelebrated by Father Jerry Masumbo, Delegate for Youth Ministry of the Africa Congo VPACC. The first conference, led by Father Bala Bakeba, focused on the theme, "In the face of multiple interpretations, how can the Bible be a true guide for a missionary?" The theme of the second lecture was "Complications and Consequences of Abortion Today," led by Dr. Jacques Nganguya, a physician at the Monkole Hospital Center and a former student of Don Bosco. At the end of each lecture, there was a time for discussion, exchanges and testimonies in which each youth from the Salesian missionary group was able to express themselves by asking a question or making a contribution in relation to the theme. So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.